Your presentation of national sports is brought to you by Spreaker.com. Broadcast and listen to news, radio, and music with one low monthly rate. Your show will be right back after this word from your local stations.
Do you believe that we will win? That is the question that everyone is asking these days. And tomorrow, that question will be answered, and will be brought to the surface as the U.S. men's national team takes on Germany. This is the Coast to Coast show. I'm Jeremy Schnell. We have Robert Dieters joining us as a special co-host, and we have Isaac Glasser, and we have Ian Martin.
Yay.
Yay.
I believe that we will win.
It's going to be a good game between Germany, though. I mean, give them credit, U.S. almost beat Portugal, and it was just a heartbreaker at the end.
I think it would be smarter just for both teams to stand around for 90 minutes. That way we would both advance.
Isn't that what a normal soccer game is? Just standing around for 90 minutes?
There's a lot of running involved, Ian. I don't know if you've been watching. They got this new technology they got at the World Cup, where they show how many miles each player runs per game.
Do they really?
Yeah.
What's the average?
I didn't check it out. I'll get on that later, and I'll get back to you on that. But it's pretty cool, I think.
There should be a statistic showing how many times I have to stand up tomorrow, because it's not going to be very many.
Yeah. No. Where are you guys watching the game at? Watching on your couch?
Yep.
Just chilling.
It's going to be like.
I was going to go on a run. Watch.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all these watch parties going on. You know, I saw there was one in downtown Seattle going on.
Well, I want to watch the Portugal-Ghana game, but it's on at the same time. So.
Yeah. Well, they got that Watch ESPN app, and you can watch, the simulcasting or whatever.
So, who do you guys think will win this? In all honesty, without picking favorites, who will win this?
Germany will win by one goal or something, but
Hopefully.
to be honest, we'll probably still advance because I don't see Ghana or Portugal blowing the other one out.
Yeah. Well, if we lose by one goal to Germany and
then Ghana needs to win by 2, or Portugal needs to win by 5.
No. Ghana can't win. Well, it gets complicated because if Ghana wins by 1, then we're tied in the standings, and then it gets complicated with goals scored and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think it's goal differential is the main thing, though, which means I'm betting Portugal beats Ghana, but in order to advance, Portugal would have to outscore Ghana by 5 goals or something.
Yeah,
something crazy. Because they lost 4-0 to Germany that one game.
One team I really like, guys, and you guys are gonna be shocked, is the Netherlands. Around them,
no, I'm not shocked.
He's actually my favorite player, and I've been following this Netherlands team. They're looking pretty good right now, but they're gonna have some challenge. They're gonna have some good challenges after their pool is done.
Who do they play in the round of 16?
I'll get back to you on that really quick.
What group are they in? The Netherlands.
They're in the Group B. They're with Chile, Spain, and Australia.
So they play Group A. Who advanced out of Group A? What's that?
They would play Brazil.
Yeah, they'll play Brazil or Mexico.
No, yeah, they'll probably play Mexico.
I think they can get the win over Mexico.
That's going to be a good game.
That is going to be fun to watch.
And then it gets they might have to play the United States, and it gets really it's going to be really tough if the United States loses tomorrow and gets the second spot, because they'll have to play Belgium in the second round. And and then they have to play Argentina.
Who would we play if we beat Germany?
If we beat Germany, we get to play Russia, and then we play...
Group H is easy.
And then we play... Let's see, hold on. We play France or Nigeria, and I'm guessing it's going to be France.
Group H is Belgium, Russia, Korea, and Algeria, which is not very scary, so that's good.
Well,
Guys,
if Algeria might get through, and so if we play against Algeria, I think we're sitting pretty in that first round of the knockout.
Exactly.
But
I'm
that's
not
only
scared
if
of
we
Belgium either.
that's only if we beat Germany tomorrow, which is I don't know. We'll have to see if that happens, but
I don't know. I'd take a tie any day.
Here's a question for you guys, and this is something I was listening on my Comcast Sportsnet show. Is U.S. an elite team?
we're top 15 definitely.
Do you think, though, we're at the top, with Spain and Italy? I mean, you see Spain go, and we're still here.
Well, Italy is out of the competition. They just got knocked out yesterday.
So Spain and Italy are both gone. Are we an elite team? If we beat Germany, how good are we?
Right now we're top 15, but if we beat Germany, that could catapult us all the way through the competition because of just who will. The matchups are pretty favorable for the U.S. if they beat Germany tomorrow.
By the way, I think this trade is official now.
What
This Dallas, New York Knicks trade.
Yeah,
The Knicks.
It is official.
Wow, the Knicks. Wow, that you guys want to
So-
break it?
Tyson Chandler and Raymond Felton to the Mavericks for Calderon, Dallenberg, Ellington, and Shane Larkin.
Not sure what I think about that trade for the.
Shane Larkin to New York. How about that?
I like that for the Mavs. I think they're going to be a good team next year.
Oh, don't forget the draft picks. They get the 34th overall pick and the 51st overall pick too. So that's so for Raymond Felton and Chandler, they get Larkin, Dallenberg, Calderon, Ellington, and 2 draft picks.
Are they going to keep all those guys, though? I don't think they are, but, going to Dallas, you have Monte Ellis, you're going to have Dirk Nowitzki and Tyson Chandler. I think that's a pretty good 3 over there. That West is getting so much better. And no offense, Jeremy, but that East, I think all the good players are coming over the West now. The competition in the West is so good compared to the East. I feel like if Miami loses LeBron,
I bet LeBron stays in Miami.
Yeah.
well, okay, but if LeBron leaves, that East, I think, is awful.
Well, no,
It's-
you got
They
a
only
lot
have
of draft
couple
picks.
Players there.
You
That's
got a
it.
lot of high draft picks going to the Eastern Conference this year, and it's a pretty good, pretty stacked draft this year.
Well, yeah, because the East didn't do very well this year at all. But
Look at you got Derrick Rose coming back next year, which is going to be huge for the Eastern Conference. And if LeBron stays in Miami, that's 1-2. You still got the Pacers. You got John Wall and Bradley Beal over there in Washington. It's still a pretty good conference. It's not
But
terrible.
if you make 1 through 8 for the Western Conference, it's so much better.
But now you got Cleveland, who's up and coming. They got the number 1 overall pick, and they got some really good upside with Kyrie Irving.
Well, you just hope that the Cleveland Cavaliers just don't blow it this year.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Bennett was a bust.
Like they will. They're going to blow it.
You think
You can't blow it with this top draft pick.
Yes,
I
they
think
can.
You look at it and you take Jabari Parker, Andrew Wiggins, or
I don't trust Wiggins or Parker.
I
everybody
trust
else seems
Parker.
to.
I think Parker is the clear number 1. But what I've been hearing is that the Cavs are not going to take him because he does not want to go to Cleveland, and that he was tanking his workouts with the Cavaliers.
I think Wiggins will go number 1, but I don't trust him. So.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
No,
Parker.
I think it's like a underdog coming in. Marcus Smart. You look at
I don't know. He's got some attitude problems.
I could see him going high. Like
Isn't he a 4-year college player?
yeah,
They don't
No.
usually go very high.
2 year.
2-year.
I
Even
could
so,
see
I
him
think.
going pretty high.
Jeremy, did you hear the Heat might draft my guy Shabazz Napier?
Yeah, I heard about that. Wouldn't that be something?
That would definitely. I kind of want to root for whatever team he goes to, so that would give me an incentive to like the Heat.
Oh, thank God! So we won't fight anymore.
I hope Aaron Gordon goes somewhere nice because that's the man from the West Coast out of U of A. I think I'm going to root for any team Aaron Gordon's on. So
Zach LaVine went to high school near where me and Ian live. He's from
Wow.
the Seattle area.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon's in our same division kind of league for basketball in the WCAL, and he was scary to watch. He was scary to play against.
So guys, who do you think will go number 1? Robert.
I'm gonna say Andrew Wiggins. I think they need another guard. And I think it's gonna fit in just well with the Cleveland Cavaliers with Kyrie Irving. But it all depends on if because these first round picks, we just saw one of them bust. But that was one of the worst draft classes for the NBA in NBA history. You guys could tell. And Noel got hurt this season, and now he's going to be playing again for the Pelicans. But I think this draft class it's got to be better than last year, and I think Wiggins is going to really make an impact for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Now, I know this might come as a surprise for you guys, but Dante Exum, he was flown on a private jet to Cleveland just yesterday to do another workout with the Cavaliers.
The only thing I don't like about I'm hesitant about saying the Cavaliers will pick a point guard or a guard. You have an all-star caliber point guard already in Kyrie Irving, and you have another guy, Dion Waiters, who has the potential. I'm not sure why you wouldn't go out and draft a big man so LeBron wouldn't have to play that four role.
Yeah, but Exum is he's 6'6", and they're saying that he's the number 3 overall prospect on the big board on ESPN, but Philadelphia's not going to take him. They already have a 6'6" point guard in Michael Carter-Williams, so I don't see where Exum could go, and I don't know who Philadelphia is going to pick because they just tanked this year and only got the 3rd pick, and I don't see any game-changing players that they could pick up on this board besides Wiggins and Parker, who are the lock, so to say, for the number 1 and 2 picks.
We're also getting they have a Luol Deng too at Cleveland.
Yeah, but if the Cavaliers are looking, then we know they are. They're looking at LeBron James, and if not him,
every team is looking at LeBron.
Yeah, all teams are. They're not going to have LeBron playing the 4 as he ages. I know Isaac doesn't like it, but I really think that the Cavaliers will pick Jabari Parker, and then who has the second pick?
The second is Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee will choose Andrew Wiggins.
You see, but Cleveland's been talking about how they don't like the attitude of Jabari Parker and they don't want to take him.
Could be a tactic.
Yeah, it could be. I mean,
conspiracy.
We could, but where do you think Joel Embiid has that injury problem? Where do you think he'll fall to?
I could see him falling all the way out of the top 10.
Wow. I think he has too much talent, maybe, at least from the scouts' opinion, to fall that deep, even though he's hurt. But, yeah, maybe out of the top 10, probably around 10 somewhere.
Robert?
He definitely, like Isaac said, he definitely has the talent to go high in the draft. But I just don't see if there's a slot for him.
Like, you hear a lot about Greg Oden players who are high, have a lot of talent, but struggle with injuries. But there have also been players that struggle with injuries but don't fail still, and do make it. So we'll see how it goes.
Another player that I'm just realizing this, remembering it. The Cleveland Cavaliers, like I've said multiple times, they need a big man to go alongside Anderson Varejao. The number 5 rated prospect right now is Noah Vonleh out of Indiana. He's a power forward. I think that might be the pick if the rumors are true that Jabari Parker does not want to go to Cleveland and Cleveland does not want him. Noah Vonleh is a 6'10" power forward. He would fit into their entire scheme so well.
Yeah, but do they want to risk him being a bust?
At this point, I think they just have to go for it. Because if they have a good shot, I think Cleveland is the number 1 spot for LeBron.
No, technically no. The number 1 spot for him is Miami, but
In the end, he will end up in Cleveland, I believe, and he's old. He's getting old now.
29 years old. 29 years old is getting up there, right, Ian?
Well, with the minutes he's had to play.
I mean, Ian, he played. I couldn't find it, but there was a chart that talked about how much more the Heat Big Three played than the Spurs Big Three last season in terms of minutes.
LeBron
you still
James,
see him in the postseason scoring 30 a game or more. I don't think he's lost a step.
LeBron James over the past 4 seasons has played one more season than anybody else in the league. Okay, Let me explain that. He's played 13,000 minutes or 14,000 minutes or something like that. Something ridiculous like that. The next best is Chris Bosh at 11,000. LeBron has played a whole other season compared to everybody else in the league in the past 4 years.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
It makes sense. He's the best player in the NBA.
Well, yeah.
And plus, the Heat have made it to the finals in 4 straight seasons.
Now,
Yeah, he's 2 for 4.
But that's not all on him. You can't blame him for,
Yeah, I can't blame him.
LeBron's 2 for 4. The Heat are 2 for 4.
okay, enough arguing. Who do you guys think's gonna? Let's just go down the top 10, the lottery picks right now. So Cleveland Cavaliers number 1, Jeremy. Who's gonna go there?
Andrew Wiggins.
2, Isaac. Milwaukee Bucks. Who will go there?
Parker.
Robert, number 3. Philadelphia 76ers.
This is really a hard one because, I had Joel Embiid there at the number 3. A lot of people are saying he's going to go down, so, man, this is hard. I'll say Noah Vonleh. I don't know how to say his name correctly, but I know he's very talented. He's 6'9".
Yeah, he would help out.
I think he would help out. I mean, it's not a center, but it's a power forward that, is going to, I think, help out Orlando. Help out Philadelphia. And I wish Joel Embiid wouldn't, be criticized for a freaking foot injury, and that everyone makes a big deal about injuries. And, it kind of makes sense in a way. You don't want players with a long, with a long history of injuries. Look at some players in the NFL, like Frank Gore, came out of nowhere. He had some injuries, and the Niners still took a shot on him. Look what he did. Just saying.
That's a good point. Back to Jeremy for the number 4 pick, Orlando Magic. We have Andrew Wiggins, Jabari Parker, and Noah Vonleh off the board.
This is a tough one because I don't think they'll take Exum since they have good point guard play. Yeah. I don't think they'll take Embiid because they have Vujicic or whatever his name is. They could take either Aaron Gordon or Julius Randle here.
Yeah. Isaac, number 6. Or number 5.
Jazz. The Jazz have a lot of holes, don't they? They could take Exum. I don't know. What seems like that might be if he falls to 5, that might be a reasonable pick. I don't think they'd take Embiid. So Exum, maybe Marcus Smart if he goes high.
Okay, Robert, number 6, Boston Celtics.
Boston Celtics. Isaac, did you say no? Did you say Marcus Smart?
I said Exum at 5.
Oh, okay, I think I'll go with Marcus Smart. Just because I think the Celtics are eventually gonna trade Rajon Rondo at some point, and Marcus Smart's gonna step in for the Celtics. The Celtics are just rebuilding at this point, trying to see what they can do, and I think Marcus Smart's gonna fit in with the Boston Celtics.
Number 7, Jeremy, Los Angeles Lakers. It's an interesting pick. It couldn't be ended up. This is a pick that could be traded. Maybe for
the Lakers really wanted to get Exum. That's what I was hearing. But if he's not on the board at this spot, they'll probably take Aaron Gordon.
I don't know that Exum would fall to 7, but yeah, we'll see.
They were saying that they really wanted him and that they would try and trade up because he has the same agent as Kobe Bryant.
And now we have a very interesting team in the Sacramento Kings.
Third
team
eight,
team that has a good point guard and a good center.
Well, they're losing Isaiah Thomas, so
they are.
Yeah,
the agency. Yeah, that's right.
So
re-sign him, but
maybe Gary Harris. No, they're not. They're not re-signing him. He's testing for agency.
Yeah, at this point, I think the Sacramento Kings need to, if they can, find a way to get Isaiah Thomas back, get him back, and then draft maybe a guy, Julius Randle, or if he's on the board.
Well, Randle's already off the board.
They could take Doug McDermott.
They could take Gary Harris. He could be a high pick.
He could be, or we're completely forgetting this. Dario Saric, the power forward.
Well, he's overrated, I think.
They say he has amazing basketball IQ, but I don't trust that. I have amazing basketball IQ as well.
But you don't play basketball.
Next pick, we have number 9, the Charlotte Hornets.
Maybe Embiid it at 9.
Well, you have Anthony Davis. You have Drew Holiday.
This is a place for McDermott.
Why would the I don't get why this 2014 mock draft I'm looking at would take an Alfred Payton. You already have a Drew Holiday.
They could trade this pick. I don't think the Hornets. I don't know.
Hornets don't need too much.
It doesn't seem like they have a pressing need. I think.
Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
Wrong Hornets. I was thinking about the New Orleans.
Oh, there you go. You threw me off.
Al Jefferson, Kemba. They made the playoffs.
They should definitely go after the McDermott here. I was gonna say
Embiid, but yeah, McDermott makes sense.
Because they have Al Jefferson.
They have Al Jefferson. But I don't know. I think Al Jefferson will be out of there after too long. He doesn't seem to stay. And
one thing I think here, sorry to cut you off, I think they might go with Dario Saric here. Because Al Jefferson's definitely aging. And you'll need someone to help him out. If you're going up in the Eastern Conference, there's guys like Roy Hibbert, Greg Oden in the future, Nene, Joakim Noah.
Wow.
You'll need guys who can play defense.
Yeah, Jefferson struggles with injuries. He's kind of beat up, so
I could see that.
They need a big man, I think, honestly, but we'll see.
And then our last pick, Philadelphia 76ers with their second lottery pick.
Who'd they take the first time? 3. I had him take Exum.
No, because they already have a 6'6" point guard.
I think they take Harris.
Julius Randle or Aaron Gordon.
Why not Embiid?
Because they have Nerlens Noel.
I don't think Noel's all that good, but
he sat out all last season just so we could be good this season.
Well, did they?
Let's move on from NBA and head on over to the hot swinging MLB.
Oh boy!
Robert's team today. His pitcher, 10 months ago, threw his second no-hitter against.
To be fair, it was against the Padres because they.
It's the W. Yeah.
Second career no-hitter against the Padres.
The Padres are terrible.
They are.
Really,
guys?
bad.
Not as bad as the Rays.
That's a good point. Are the Giants in front of the Dodgers right now?
Yes, they are.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, see?
Well, they don't have a better run differential than the Mariners, who are second.
Yeah, because the Giants are struggling right now. They've been in a slump, dude. I'm not going to lie about that. The Dodgers are only 4 games back. You're ahead of them 8 to 10 games, and they decided, let's just take a good slump. And,
Listen to this. Listen to the stat. Okay, so the Mariners' current run differential is positive 52. on this day last season, their run differential was negative 62. So their run differential on this day compared to last year is up 110 runs.
Wow, good math.
Thanks.
Proud of you.
90 runs. Excuse me. Bad math.
I thought we were talking about this, this complete game shutout.
Oh, no one cares.
He
It
tossed
was
this
impressive.
against
Just
the
go over
Padres.
this.
It's the Padres.
Okay, but it's still an accomplishment to get a no-hitter.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, dude, okay. It was just the Padres, and why haven't any other pitcher done it?
I mean, I'm not saying
This
no
season?
hitter's not the same thing that it used to be. Like, it used to be so rare. It's happening more often now. It's not like, whoa, somebody threw a no-hitter, that's crazy. It's like, wow, good for him.
Well, Tim Lincecum's done this the last 2 years now, and
Exactly.
It's an annual thing, you know.
The hitters have gotten worse, and the pitchers have gotten better.
but Tim Lincecum has been struggling a ton. This guy was a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, and then decided to slump a ton.
But, I mean, slumps are not always permanent. Got out of the slump, and he's back to what he was.
Now
No, not really.
let's talk about a guy who just
Tell
won't
me his
go.
record.
His record this season? I don't know his record. I don't follow the Giants.
Oh.
But he
He hasn't been winning too much games, I'll tell you that much. And he's been giving up a ton of runs. This is actually he usually gives up maybe 4 to 5 runs per game. This is the first time this season he actually did something like this. He gave up just 0 runs, but he really doesn't give up 1 or 2 runs per game. He usually gives up 4 or 5. And our pitching staff has really struggled, and Tim Lincecum really just picked it up today and really helped us out. The thing is, we took 2 out of 3 from Arizona. I'm really worried that we might not take 2 out of 3 from San Diego just yet. I mean, I know it's
How can you say your pitching staff has struggled when you have such a positive record?
because it's been mostly offense, dude, and a lot of people don't want to point that out. Michael Morse, he's done a lot this season. He's really helped us out. We have had an injured Brandon Belt. Buster Posey struggled throughout the whole season. Now he's coming up big. Pablo Sandoval, well, he's been losing weight, but still, this is his contract year, and I don't think Pablo Sandoval's going to be a Giant. And it's been Hunter Pence and Angel Pagan. Pagan's been injured a ton, and now he's on the DL again.
I mean, but the San Francisco's runs allowed is 286, which is the fewest of any team in the National League West. So you say they're pitching bad, but they're actually in the bottom half of the league.
Yeah, but their ERA is bad if you see the starting pitching.
Well, that doesn't matter. Baseball's won with runs, and they have a low runs allowed compared to everybody else in the National League.
Won't get first in the division just because of pitching. And
Well,
I think their offense can be better because, Brandon Belt, he's coming off an injury, and the Giants are looking to trade the second base position. Biggest concern, we've started Joe Panic. He's coming up, and, he's sort of made an impact. But, we had Brandon Hicks, and he didn't do too bad, but he just strikes out way too much.
Well, I mean, okay, they're 3-7 in their last 10. They're slumping. That's for sure. But
Yeah.
they're the best team in the NL West, and I think probably the third best team in the National League.
I think the Dodgers are getting hot right now, and this is a good time for them.
It's not all about pitching in the major leagues. There are some teams that are high up there in the standings who just don't have that many good pitchers. Look at the Marlins. The Marlins are 3.5 games out of their division, and
Toronto's in first
They have
in theirs, and they've allowed 344 runs, which is by far the most.
Yeah, but then they have a couple of aces on their team. The Marlins have no aces on their team besides maybe Henderson Alvarez, who is inconsistent.
Do you know the Mariners are second best in the league in runs allowed? That's some serious pitching right there.
To the A's.
Who are really good this year, and it's unfortunate.
While we're on the topic of the Mariners, the Mariners are 42-36, 5.5 games out of first place, and they're the second wild card team right now. Do you think this team is for real? I know I do. I'm a season ticket holder.
Pretty obvious.
They've won 5 in a row, so I think so.
Is this team a legitimate contender come September?
Yes.
Their playoff likelihood percentage is 65% right now. That's the highest it's been in since I can remember for the Mariners.
Since before we were alive.
The last 3 years, probably the best team I've seen in a while from the Seattle Mariners, and you guys made some really good moves this season. Canoa's probably the best, and you did the right thing. You're just behind a tough team in the Oakland A's. The A's will struggle at one point, and that's when Seattle takes advantage.
Well, the A's they're insane. They've scored they have their run differential is plus 126, which is
no other team is above 60.
Right. No.
The Mariners have the second best run differential
at 52. 126 is the highest. That's crazy. So,
well, Brent Ross has been pretty much in them out every game, and then you want to Cespedes.
Robert, you get a lot of Oakland fans down there?
There is a lot of Oakland fans down here. It can get controversial, but when we have games like the Bay Area series, it's not like the Oakland versus Niner games where you get shot, and I feel like that's going to happen this year because Niners fans are going to Oakland. That's going to be scary, but when you go to a Giants A's game, it's actually pretty peaceful, and it's just a good rivalry to watch. But the Giants and A's, these are pretty much, I think, one of the best. Well, I think the two best teams in baseball right now. But with them struggling, I don't really know. But the Giants, man, I think the Giants are in their slump, but they need to bring it up a little bit. The A's, keep the momentum going.
Speaking of slump, what has happened to the Red Sox? Oh my goodness, they are terrible. They are really bad.
Getting pounded by the Mariners.
They've lost back-to-back games. They've been crushed by the Mariners. They won the World Series last year, if I'm not mistaken. And well, they're pretty awful this year. So I'm curious what you guys think. What's going on?
Not a lot of teams, especially in baseball, can win a World Series and then repeat the next year.
I don't expect a repeat.
Hard.
I expect decency.
Boston, they're 35-43. We're still not halfway through the year, so they can still turn it around. But the thing with Boston, their offense is bad, and their pitching's not stellar.
Their pitching's pretty bad too. PV struggling, and Lester is struggling.
Well, their offense got worse once they lost Ellsbury.
Yeah. They lost a couple key pieces.
And they're going to lose tonight.
And
they're not going to hit off Kuma.
Sorry, to go off on a tangent here, remember how Ellsbury, he was an MVP-type candidate 2 years ago, and he got that injury, and everybody was like, oh, that really sucks for the Red Sox. And now they just lost that guy in free agency.
Well, what's interesting is that the Red Sox, they have multiple all-star pitchers on there. They have Clay Buchholz, they have PV, they have Lester. All those guys have been all-stars at some points in their career, and yet they're all really, really struggling right now.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like all these pitchers, they're really good at other places, and then they go to the Red Sox, and then they just fall off. Look at Josh Beckett, for example.
Who?
Josh Beckett. He was really good with the Marlins, went to the Red Sox,
Peavy was great in San Diego.
Didn't pitch well. And then he went to the Dodgers, and he's doing decent right now. I don't know what it is about Boston and pitching, but you never really see great pitchers pitch in Boston, except for John Lester.
Clay Buchholz is a 2-time All-Star, and now he's struggling.
I'm looking at the batting right now for the Boston Red Sox. Their top batting average is .265.
I mean, the Mariners don't have, besides Cano, they're barely .265.
They have a couple guys, but it's not as bad as the Red Sox. The Red Sox they lost all their players.
No, Napoli's .278, so they're a little bit on .260.
Oh. They lost Jared Saltalamacchia, and they lost Jacoby Ellsbury. Two big pieces to a puzzle that simply has just started to fade. David Ortiz is, 35, 36 now? He is 38, actually. He's still putting up good numbers. He still has 17 home runs, but he's been the big centerpiece for the Boston Red Sox for the past 5, 6, 7 years or so. and for these past 2 championships, the big centerpiece.
Now,
He's really fallen down, though, too, is Shane Victorino. He really hasn't been known at all. Johnny Gomes, he was a really good A, and then went to Oakland and didn't really find his groove there. I feel like the players that go to Boston now are just kind of not getting known anymore.
Yeah.
Going there to die.
Pretty much. Shane Victorino was great for Philadelphia. He was like a star there. Look what happened. AJ was good for the Chicago White Sox. He went down, and then Johnny Gomes he was a good Oakland A, and then went to Boston.
Well, they came through last year.
Oh, yeah, last year he was good, but now I feel like this year everyone's going to die.
Yeah,
Did you know?
Next year.
Did you know that that Felix is having his best statistical year of his career?
That's unbelievable. Yes. He's unbelievable. If you ever have the chance to go see Felix Hernandez pitch in person, please do it.
I did recently, but the problem is Tanaka's going to win the Cy Young.
Yeah, but Felix Hernandez is unreal. He's so nasty. I've seen him in person a few times, and it is so much fun to watch.
It's
He should really be 11-0 this year, but the Mariners have not hit well.
Yeah.
Felix, in my mind, Felix is the best pitcher in baseball. There's no pitcher that's better than Felix.
I think he's better than Kershaw?
I do believe.
Yeah.
Felix can go out there any night and dominate a team.
And he's done it over like how many years now? 8 something?
It's unbelievable. And
Felix,
go ahead.
Every year he doesn't get run support.
Yeah.
Right now he's a 2.24 ERA, and he's getting little to no run support. He's getting better than years.
He has several losses and several no decisions, which is with a 2.24 ERA is not so good.
Here's an interesting start on him. He has 17 games he has started in, and he has 15 of those are quality starts. A quality start, I believe, is 7+ innings, 3 or less runs allowed, I believe.
Well, because he allows hits. He's not. He gives up hits, but he does not give up runs. He doesn't give up extra base hits and stuff.
Yeah, and if you've ever been down to around the field for batting practice, and you looked at Felix, he does not look like that, like a huge guy. He's not that big, not built that well, but his fastball and his curveball, his slider, it's just so overpowering. It's unbelievable that type of stuff comes out of that. I don't know if this is the right word, but that small of a guy.
He's not that small.
He's pretty small. I've seen him before.
6'3", 230.
He doesn't look 6'3". I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he does not look 6'3", especially on the mound. Jeremy, just another point. Not to say that you were wrong, but Felix's fastball, when he was younger, I remember when he was like 20, when he won the Cy Young Award 2 or 3 years back, his fastball was mid to upper 90s.
Yeah.
Now it's more 90, 92.
He can still get up there, though.
He can amp it up, but his changeup it's probably the best pitch in all of baseball.
It's unbelievably nasty. I guess that's the word to describe it. Unbelievably nasty, but he's just unreal.
All of Felix's starts, except for 2 so far, or his past 10 games, he's gone 7+ innings and allowed 2 or less runs. Is an amazing stat.
All right, so here we're gonna move on a little bit from the Felix talk, and let's talk about a former Red Sox player who just he can't seem to go away from the major leagues. Manny Ramirez signed a minor league deal with the Iowa Cubs.
The Iowa Cubs.
Yeah, it's the Cubs AAA affiliate, and he will be a player coach.
Player coach.
Yes, a player / coach.
So he plays
and coaches.
And coaches.
Yes.
Those used to be more common.
And first base coach and hitting at the same time.
Nice.
It's not possible, Ian.
Okay, Manny Ramirez is old. He needs to stop playing baseball. He had his chance. He's done. He's old. He should be out of the freaking, he should be out of headlines by now. But no, ESPN likes to make a big deal out of things that are just trying to find the word, but it's not like you don't really want to hear about that type of stuff. And to be honest, I could give a crap less about what Manny Ramirez does at this point.
42 years old.
Exactly.
Brett Favre.
42 freaking years old. Stop playing baseball already.
He's such a great personality, though. He's good for the game.
Well, he's good for the game, but he's done.
Steroids.
And last thing about baseball, let's talk about the home run derby.
Home run derby.
All right.
This one's going to be a good run.
The captains for the AL. The first captain for the captain for AL is Jose Bautista, Joey Bats, and the captain for the NL is Troy Tulowitzki. I thought that Giancarlo Stanton would be the captain, but no. Giancarlo Stanton should definitely be hitting in the home run derby, don't you think?
That'd be so cool to see him.
If you've never seen Giancarlo Stanton take batting practice, it is a sight to see. Let me tell you.
He loves hitting home runs.
Home runs love getting hit by him because he hits them 500 feet every time.
Do you think we'll ever beat the Marlins? I don't know that we can beat the Marlins.
No, the Mariners can't beat the Marlins. Do you know why?
Why?
The Marlins swept the Mariners.
Yeah. Well, someday we'll beat them. We really struggle against the Marlins and against the Astros, which is
surprising.
Interesting.
The Marlins are a good team.
Now, I saw a page about the home run derby candidates. Have they already elected the captains? Have they already chosen their teams?
No, they haven't. They're still. They got until I think next week to get their teams together. I think.
I believe this AL team led by Jose Bautista is going to be very good. Jose Abreu, Edwin
Encarnacion,
and Nelson Cruz.
Yes.
But you know what would be cool? This might be a sleeper pick, Robinson Cano.
Robbie Cano. But his power, he hasn't been hitting for power this year.
Because
his average is insane, though.
I read an interview about this. No one in the Mariners lineup right now behind him has a high batting average. No one behind him. Kyle Seager is batting .260 and is starting to get things on track. They can pitch around Robinson Cano and not have to throw him over the plate. Because in New York, he'd have the protection of Mark Teixeira, Derek Jeter possibly, Alex Rodriguez, those types of guys. And as the Mariners start heating up as an offensive unit, Robinson Cano will start heating up. He'll get some more home runs as summer comes through. I think at the end of the year he has like 25 home runs, and I'd be surprised if he's not chosen to the home run derby team.
Giancarlo's average distance for home runs, ready for this? 426.15 feet. Average speed off the bat, 109 miles per hour.
Do you guys know that Bartolo Colon has a 2-game hit streak?
No.
Yeah. Bartolo Colon. Have you looked at him lately? He's
put on the tag away.
Let me see if I can find a video of his swing. One second.
He's put on mucho. How do you say pounds in Spanish?
Mucho gordo. Very fat.
So,
all right.
I just want to move on to this football talk now. We're getting OTAs are over.
Already, Brandon Flowers going to the Chargers.
That's like a giant FU to the Chiefs.
Because look, they have a rookie, Justin Verrett, that they just drafted. I know he's going to make a huge impact. When you have him and Brandon Flowers, that cornerback unit can be a little bit scary. I'm not going to say it's one of the best, but it's going to be a little scary to watch out for, especially in the AFC West. And that pretty much that whole with the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Broncos, and the Raiders. I mean, it's a good division for football, but it's tough. And I know the Raiders are the only team that really are going to struggle this season. A lot of people are saying, "Oh well, they have all these vets now." It's like the Raiders are not going in a good direction. But I mean, Brandon Flowers, good signing, and congratulations to the San Diego Chargers.
Now, let's just go on to this. I think we can all agree, most people agree, that the best two teams in football are in the same division. The San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Are we really going to go into this? Really?
I mean, the Chargers are good, the Patriots are good.
It is 3 against 1. If I had Steven and maybe one of my other friends here, it would be fair. But
you can't say the Niners are better than the Seahawks, because they're not.
We're not talking about the Seahawks 49ers. Who do you guys think is the third best team in all of football?
The Patriots.
Why?
Because Tom Brady is the best quarterback in the NFL. Well, okay, maybe not anymore. He's the best quarterback of all time, I think, still.
Sorry, breaking news out of the World Cup. Neymar is being investigated by FIFA for wearing non-sponsored underpants at the World Cup.
Jeremy.
We're talking about here.
I think that.
We're talking. That's the wrong football. I'm sorry.
The Patriots'
wrong
defense
football.
with now Browner and Revis, it has a huge step up. I think they lacked some defense last year. Now with a better defense to go along with an offense that is led by maybe the greatest quarterback of all time, and some decent receivers.
Out of Sarah High School, let's go, baby. I think the Patriots win the Super Bowl this year.
What are you saying? Miami Dolphins all the way.
No, the Dolphins are just going to be like a 9-7 type of team.
The Chargers could also be number 4.
The Chargers don't have
Rivers is good. They have a good defense.
Well,
I would say a good defense.
They have imaginary girlfriends.
They have Weddle. They have. Hey, they don't do that bad. Do not give him crap for that fake girlfriend.
Manti.
And how to deal with that whole situation throughout that whole time too.
Did you guys see Bartolo Colon's swing?
Yes. Yeah, you sent it.
Bad.
He's awesome.
He's a beautiful.
Jacob Seuss must be happy.
Why?
Because he's a Mets fan.
A Mets fan? What about the Mets?
I had a whole Twitter beef with Jacob Seuss.
Oh, yeah, but I mean,
he can't really swing for anything, so...
Did you see my Twitter beef with Jacob Seuss?
No.
It was about LeBron and the cramp situation.
The cramp?
Anybody with cramp there.
The cramp. The cramp, James.
Guys, you're going to make me cry. Stop bullying me.
No.
No.
LeBron James is leaving.
No, he's not.
He's not.
Yes,
he's going to stay.
Yes, he is.
This is a publicity stunt.
It is so... You are so right.
Freaking Rockets. If he goes to one of those teams, the West is gonna be amazing this year. You have San Antonio. You're gonna have like you have Rockets, you have the Clippers, you got the Thunder, you got the Warriors, I think now you got Mavericks are really gonna make a big run in this because now they actually have a center that can play offense and defense.
Yes.
Yes, but the thing is, I understand, Jeremy, you want him to stay in my... I think that if he goes to the Clippers, the Rockets still win an championship there.
No.
Yes, he will.
You're wrong.
Okay, I understand the Clippers might have to up someone for him. I think it's a good idea for the Clippers to maybe take a shot at LeBron. If they get LeBron, it'll be a really good team.
Yo, Bartolo in that picture, though.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna avoid the whole Miami Heat situation.
Yeah.
Did you see, Jeremy, did you see DeAndre Yedlin, my guy, playing in
Oh my god, Yedlin. He's so my boy. My friend tweeted me after we scored that goal and he like started it and my friend said, DeAndre Yedlin 100% X Factor.
He's from Seattle too.
I know. He's from Federal Way.
Oh my god.
He's so good. I follow him on Twitter. I tweet him all the time. He's like my idol. I idolize DeAndre Yedlin. I want to have his hair.
You with his hair would look great.
Yo, can someone photo? I want someone to Photoshop me with DeAndre Yedlin's hair. I'm gonna tweet my friend to ask him to
Well,
do
you watch
that.
like Cameroon play, and all their players have like the weirdest hair. And in America, and there's that one guy, Beckerman, whatever his name is.
Beckerman, yeah, he white dreads we call him.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looks like an interesting guy.
Now, what else do we need to talk about, guys?
Kevin
You know who the
Garnett
best team in football is?
his season with the Nets.
Hmm?
Kevin Garnett returning with the Nets for his 20th season in the NBA.
Nah.
Or nah.
Kevin Garnett is so bad. I hate him so much.
Why are you guys bashing on him?
Because he's terrible.
Because he had his worst season?
No, first of all, he picks on white and European guys. He picks on guys like who are so much smaller than him, and he's such a dirty player. It's not fair.
Yeah, because he can. Kevin Garnett, bro.
You're a supporter of Kevin Garnett.
He's a gay hole.
Someone needs to Photoshop me with DeAndre Yedlin's hair.
Good.
I think I'm gonna do that tonight, and I'm gonna send it to you guys.
Alright, you do that.
Do you like that picture of Bartolo Colon? That's a real picture.
You know, I thought about it.
That picture of LeBron James cramping up.
Yes, girl, I know.
Alright, Jeremy, we should do that.
No comment.
Because they lost in how many games to San Antonio? 5?
Haters gonna hate.
When
Haters
all the
gonna
fans
hate.
were leaving the stadium, that was the moment.
I stayed.
They're all bad. They're all bandwagoners.
I'm not a bandwagon. I've been a Heat fan. I was a Heat fan before Shaq.
You were the Seattle Sonics fan, and look what happened to them.
I'm not.
Oh,
I
okay.
I never.
Okay.
That was.
Okay.
This is the wrong place.
Okay.
This is the
All
wrong
right.
place to talk
All
about
right, we can
that.
talk about this later.
Yeah, you just got yourself into some deep trouble there, Robert.
I had to do it. Seattle Sonics, they didn't make the playoffs.
Get the hell off our show.
What this this is
Now-
upsetting.
We're gonna cry.
San Francisco really has a team in every sport, don't they? They don't have an MLS team, do they?
Yes,
No,
they
they
do. San Jose.
Earthquakes. Woo!
Oh. Damn it. Well,
Arena football. San Jose SaberCats. Woo!
Wait, nope, they don't have a WNBA team.
Storm.
Seattle Storm.
Oh man, I wish Seattle would get an NHL team.
Me too.
We should get the Heat.
Hey, at least you don't have a team that can never win the Stanley Cup.
San Jose Sharks.
They've never won one. Nope.
I don't think they've ever gotten past the first round.
They traded Dan Boyle. No, they have. They got past like the second round. They just never finish.
One time, Bartolo Colon threw 38 strikes in a row.
Yeah, I think it's about that time that Isaac just starts saying random things. I knew this was going to happen at some point in the show.
I think that's important.
It is very important. Well, let's see. How about we...
He scores 2 goals in the Argentina.
Everybody, repeat after me. I
What are we saying?
I believe.
I believe.
I believe that.
Oh, I believe that.
I believe that we.
I believe that we.
I believe that we will.
Jeremy.
I believe that we.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will
This is,
win.
maybe Carmelo goes to the Bulls.
Carmelo goes to the Bulls. That would be interesting. If Rose ever comes back.
You know, instead of going to the Knicks, they're gonna struggle. Man.
Where's Ian?
I'm right here.
He's just not updated. So, guys, Vanderbilt versus Virginia in the College World Series. Know anything about that?
Aluminum bats?
Well, the score is right now it's 1-0.
Oh, nice.
Who's winning? I'm watching the Marlins game.
The Mariners game starts in about an hour and a half. I kind of want to go to it. Ian, would you go with me?
San Antonio beat right now.
Ian, let's go to the Mariners game. Jeremy, come to Seattle. We'll go to the Mariners game.
All right.
Come to SF and watch the Giants play.
The reason I have not been talking is because I have successfully photoshopped DeAndre Yeldon's hair onto Jeremy Schnell.
Yes. Yes.
This is gonna look
Yeah.
terrible.
If anybody wants to see this photo, follow me on Twitter at hold on, what's my Twitter handle, man?
Don't follow him.
Follow him. I'm a great
They'll
follow.
spam you.
SCHNELLEE_6 is the Twitter handle.
Just don't follow it.
If you want to see the photo, that's where you should go because I'm pretty sure this photo is going to be epic.
It's going to be pretty ugly.
I can't wait. Ian, you going to send it to me?
Yeah, I'm sending it.
Nice.
What you have to really do is put Jeremy's face onto this picture right here, because that's really just majestic.
You should Photoshop Jeremy Schnell's face to it.
Yes.
When LeBron James
That's-
leaves Miami.
That's amazing. What'd you say, Robert? I can't hear you.
There's too
I
much
said,
hater.
you should
There's too much
Photoshop
hater
Jeremy.
in your...
Hate.
Has a sad face when LeBron James leaves Miami.
Don't hate, appreciate.
Oh.
Well, I know from me here at the Coast to Coast show, I've had a wonderful time. Not sure I can say for my other guests.
What are you doing?
He's trying to end
What are
the.
you
I think
doing?
he's trying to end the show.
He's trying to quit.
I mean, as long as we can agree that LeBron James is leaving Miami.
He's not. I will bet you. I'll bet you $5 that he doesn't leave Miami.
$5? Alright, I'll see you at camp in August.
That is a
All right.
terrible Photoshop job.
Well, I'm sorry. I tried my best.
I'll do it
Avery's,
later, Jeremy.
my girlfriend's face is covered with DeAndre Yedlin's hair. It looks like she has a mustache of DeAndre Yedlin's hair.
Ian's gone. Oh, man. Robert, you
Uh,
have a bet. $5 that LeBron doesn't leave Miami.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won't leave.
I'm gonna tweet it, but I'm gonna tweet him and say I have a bet, my friend Isaac, that you have to leave Miami. And
This
he
is
will.
all a publicity stunt, and because the NBA and SportsCenter and ESPN were like, wow, this is a great opportunity. But
But ESPN likes to make a big deal of everything. You know,
exactly.
We're pretty much here to talk about the Kings. We're gonna talk about the Dodgers and Puig. And,
If LeBron went to Cleveland, ESPN would have a. They would.
they'd
have
be
a heart
like, oh
attack.
my gosh,
They'd
it's going
freak out.
down, guys.
They'd go crazy. Yeah, they'd name it ES. How do I make this
Cleveland.
go?
Cleveland Center.
They'd turn all of ESPN Los Angeles and ESPN Boston. They'd move them all to Cleveland. So
ESPN
they'd be
Cleveland.
like ESPN North Cleveland, ESPN South.
ESPN
Cleveland,
Ohio.
ESPN Ohio. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, now Ian wants to go to the Mariners game with you. What is this?
Well, it's at 7:30, isn't it?
All right, I think we should wrap this
Wait,
show
I
up
have
because
one-
now I gotta go Photoshop myself.
I'm gonna watch San Antonio beat the Heat.
That was last
Watch
week.
San Antonio beat the Heat, but that
All right,
okay.
And
all right,
5.
yeah. Go follow the Coast to Coast show on Twitter. I think it's Coast2 Coast Show.
Bias for the Sonics, Mariners, and the Seahawks.
Okay, to
Good luck,
follow
Josie Altidore.
the Coast to Coast show on Twitter, go
And Miami freaking Heat.
at the Coast to Coast is the Twitter handle, and you can also like us on Facebook. I think if you search the Coast or let's see, what is it? The Coast to Coast Show? Yeah, the Coast to Coast Show on Twitter. We have 28 likes over there. Make it more, man. We need more likes, and then you guys can all know when we're doing our podcast. So it'll be perfect. I think that's it for our show today, guys.
Sounds good.
It was a good show. Talked about the Heat a lot.
Thank you for our special guest.
No problem. I mean, I'm glad to be here. Glad we got to talk about 10 months to come because it's the San Francisco Giants. It was a good show. And go Netherlands. Aran Memberse.
All right. I believe the USA will win tomorrow. What about you, Isaac?
I'm hoping they win. Honestly, Germany is a better team, but I think the U.S. has a lot of momentum, and they could shock the world.
All right. With that, it's been great having you guys here listening to us on the Coast to Coast Show. I'm Jeremy Schnell. For Ian Martin, Isaac Glasser, and Robert Dieters, thanks so much. Good night.
Live from Los Angeles, we thank you for listening to another presentation of the National Sports Radio Station on Spreaker.com.